guys, Ralph here. Welcome to True Power Trumpet Fitness on this magnificent Monday here in Connecticut. Life's good, campers. Life is good. Anyway, you saw the thumbnail. Jerry's most cherished relationships. Professional relationships. I can think of two. Okay? Very, very important to Jerry. Okay? Let me honk, and we'll get to it. Anyway, yeah, double C's and a little barbed wire. Life's good, man. I know I say that, but it's words to live by. Anyway, the thumbnail, two of Jerry's most cherished relationships. The first one was right on the thumbnail. Maynard. I'm not going to say they were close in the traditional sense, but they were on a first-name basis, and he absolutely cherished this. And he will tell anybody that would listen. He sent, through his playing, he sent Maynard to the emergency ward to have his lips cauterized, the inside of his lip. That is because when he was first moved to New York, trying to get his name out there and everything, he had constant, it was for a couple of years, he had an advertisement in the International Musician that went to every musician in the Union worldwide, okay? And it said a 5,000, 10,000, a significant amount of money, 10,000, I thought it was 15,000, doesn't matter, $15,000 for anybody that can beat me chops, tone, power, range, and endurance. There were two people that took him up on it, Maynard and Walt Johnson. And I had some email interaction with Walt Johnson earlier, a year ago now. He said, no question, Jerry wiped him out. Okay? Maynard, he said, that son of a bitch sent me to the hospital room with a emergency ward with a cut lip. Wiped him out. Jerry wasn't proud of the fact that he damaged to somebody, but the fact that he could wipe out Maynard. And he said, in both cases, it wasn't necessarily the high notes that put him over the top. It was the power. He had more power than both of them. Okay? And it wasn't overblowing. Okay? Now, that was Maynard. The other relationship, I'm not going to say more so. Now, not only that, I got to say before this, Jerry had tons of personal relationships. Everybody loved Jerry. My God, if you took the time to know Jerry, everybody just wanted to give him a hug. And Yumika, and he didn't like to be hugged. So that was a problem. But actually, I can only think of one person that was close enough to him, and it wasn't me, that could actually hug him, and he didn't freeze up. The last time I saw him before he died, I was dying to give him a hug, but I knew he wouldn't like it. So I didn't. Anyway, with that said, and the other one is Maurice Andre. They very, very close. Very, very close. First of all, they first met, and I'm going to leave this picture below, and my friend Ray Rosario, who are also in Jerry's inner circle. Perico, I mean, we can go right down the list. Joe Avella, right down the list. Terry Surgely. Loved Jerry. Loved him. Would do, like myself, would do just about anything for him. But anyway, Ray Rosario sent me this picture, and I was looking all over for this. I know I have a copy of this picture down below. It's with he and Maurice when Jerry was just a pup. Maurice was just a pup. And Maurice, I believe it was at a brass conference in France. I'm not sure. Ray or Terry or anybody that has one of these, and I lost my copy, so I just love the fact that I found this. Okay? And that is, I think it was a brass conference in France. I'm not sure. Clinic or something. Maurice could not believe what Jerry was doing. I mean, double pedal rips up to, well, what I do every day, but up to notes above double C. Maurice loved it. Loved it. They kept in touch. Whenever he would come to New York, they would get together. Dinner if they could. If not, they would get together and just talk. That's where I first met Maurice Andre. Jerry took me over to a rehearsal at Carnegie Hall. And I told you, Maurice, and that's the thing with Maurice, you know, Jerry could only get so close to him because his English wasn't great. Mon Dieu, I have no time to play the big trumpet. That's my French accent. All he could do was warm up on the piccolo, and he felt it was ruining his chops. Anyway, but yes, now here's the kicker. Now here's the kicker. And any clown that doesn't think Jerry was right, all right, and hasn't been convinced, Maurice Andre sent his only son to study with Jerry. Didn't send him to Vacchiano, didn't send him to Broyles, didn't send him to Gatala, didn't send him to Herseth. Nope. And he could have sent his son to any trumpet teacher in the world. And I'm sure he sent us some to European trumpets. I'm not sure it's not Jerry. He sent his only son for a week to study with him, try to get his chops. Maurice wanted more than anything. He was on the road incessantly and missed his family. And he wanted to get his son up to a professional level so that he could come on the road with him and they could do duets, you know, the Vivaldi double and all this sort of Vivaldi double and everything. So, again, sent him to Jerry. Jerry did not have the 1SB. I'm not even sure if he started the mouthpieces yet. So, I'm sure his chops improved. Never happened. Never happened. But also, this picture that I love so much of Maurice's chops, Jerry had down in his studio, for sure. But he also had a blown-up version. It wasn't life-size, but a blown-up version, signed, autographed by Maurice to my good friend Jerome, Merci, Maurice, in his living room. And it just dominated the living room. Maybe not to somebody other than a trumpet player, but he just, one of his most prized possessions. Made it Maurice, Eminem. They loved it. They loved him. Everybody loved him and respected him. Maybe the greatest trumpet pedagogue for chops. Well, not maybe. He was. It's the best system in the history of brass. Case closed. Have I taken it a little step or two? Yeah, maybe. Took it into the social media age and all this, added the fitness to it and all that sort of stuff. But it's his stuff. And that mouthpiece is absolutely his. So anyway, Ray, thank you so much for that picture. I love it. I'm going to print it out. I'm going to cherish it. And I was looking all over for it, and I don't think it made, maybe it did. I moved a couple times from Brooklyn to Stanford and then from Stanford to New York. So I moved twice in the time that I got that, and it obviously got lost in the shuffle somewhere. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, guys, check out the video down below. You'll love it. And yeah, eat and drink your fruits and vegetables and live your life with true power. Love you all.